Let's look at calculating the 5-number summary for a data set. There are 5 things that go into the 5-number summary: the minimum, the first quarter mark, the median, the third quarter mark, and the maximum. So the general idea is to take the data set that you're working with and break it up into quarters. Here's what I mean by this. We're going to take the smallest number. So I got my minimum here at 1. My largest number, got my maximum here at 12. And then in the middle of this, I've got the number 6. So my median, my middle number, is 6. I now have this broken up into halves, a lower half and an upper half. Now, my goal is always to split this as equally as possible. So if I had 8 numbers, for example, I would have 4 in the lower and 4 in the upper. I'm in a bit of a weird case here because I have 7. So if you happen to have an odd number of terms, just make sure you split evenly as possible. So in this case, I'm going to have 3 numbers in the lower half, 3 numbers in the upper half, and I'll ignore the middle number if it happens to be an odd number of values. The median is the middle of this lower half. That happens here at 5. So Q1, 5. Median of the upper half, that's my third quarter mark, and that's 10. So if you look at this from 1 to 5, from 5 to 6, from 6 to 10, from 10 to 12, those are my 4 quarters of my data set. You can make a visual using this information. So if you put this stuff down on a number line, starting at 1, and I'm going to count by ones. So there's my number line. I can mark my minimum, my first quarter mark, my median, my third quarter mark, and my maximum. I could connect my first quarter mark and my third quarter mark to get the spot where my middle 50% of my data lies. And I could extend whiskers from Q1 to the minimum and Q3 to the maximum. This is something called a box plot, and I'm doing it here for this problem just so you could really see how this 5-number summary comes into play when creating these sorts of visuals.